Bright Tuty. Every student matters.
Hello everyone. So in today's class we will be discussing about decimals as we have discussed about fractions in the last classes. So how well you learnt about decimal numbers? In our grade 6 also we have learnt about decimals. So now we will first recapitulate what we all have learned, right? Okay. So in the decimal we discussed what that if this is the ones place, then comes tens place, then come hundred place, like this, and after it, like what comes? Okay. Before it, let's consider one thing. Suppose here you have thousand, then hundred, thousandth place I am speaking of. Okay. This is suppose hundreds place. This is thousands place, hundreds place, then tens place you have. Okay, before tens place you have ones place, yes, and before that you have tenth place, which is 1 upon 10. What is actually happening when you go from here to here? Do you see 1000 is divided by 10? Yeah, we get 100. Now again 100 divided by 10, we get 10. 10 divided by 10 is 1. Then 1 will be divided by 10, then 1 upon 10. Then 100th place. Yeah, so 100th place will be 1 upon 100 and so on. So this is what we have learned. So what do? We write the digits as it is here, and after the ones place, whatever are the numbers, we put a decimal point here and then we write, right? So how do we do it? Just see in this table, we will learn. Let us look at this table first. Just see, we have hundreds place, tens place, ones place, then tenths, then hundreds, then thousands, right? And we have to write the number here. So just see, hundreds place we have 2, 5, 3. At tens place 5, at ones place, so it is 253. As soon as you come to 10th place, you are going to put a decimal first after 3 and then you will write these 3 digits, 147. So the number would be 253.147. The number which is written after the decimal point, we name them as digits, right? So we do not speak 147, we say 147, right? After the decimal, how do we read it? 253.147. Okay, now here we have 629, so it will be 629. Then a decimal will be coming before 10th place. So the number would become 629 point. After that we have 3, 2, 1. So we'll write 3, 2, 1 here. The next is at hundreds place there is 0. If we place before a number 0, that doesn't make any difference to it, like you write 2 and you write 0, 2. So that's red is 2 only. So we have 43. Okay, so I'll write 43. Then before 10th place I'll write the decimal point and then 192. So it is 43.192. Then here we have 514.251. So here at hundreds place 5 will come. Then we have here 2 and this we have to fill. So tens place you see what is there? 3. So we will mention here 3. 236.512. Then we have 724. 7 is at hundreds place. 2 is at tens place. 4 is at ones place. Then after the decimal point we have 503. Yes, so 0 is at hundredths place. So I've written 0 here. The next one is 614.326. So 614.3. After the decimal, we write the 10th place digit, that is 3, 2, and at the last we have at thousands place 6. The next is 010. So it will be 10 only, right? 1 and 0, 10. Then a decimal point 530. We can write it as 53 as well as 530. Doesn't make any difference to it. So adding zeros before the whole number or after the decimal, suppose I have 5.7, I can add as many zeros after it. It does not make any difference to numbers, right? So we can append any number of zeros at the end. Now we will discuss this question. Now we know what are decimal number, how do we write them, what is their representation. Now John has these rupees 15.50 and Salma has rupees 15.75. Who has more money? How do we compare the decimals? As we have already discussed in our classes, how to compare, right? So first of all, students, we will compare. Let me write the numbers: 15.50 and 15.75. First of all, the first thing that we do is comparing the whole part. In the whole part, it is 15 and it is also 15. The digits are exactly same. The number is exactly same. So they are equal, right? So we cannot make any conclusion based on it, right? Coming to the decimal section, the first digit here is. So we start comparing from this 10th place digit. The first one after the decimal point, it is 5 here and it is 7 here. Then we see 7 is greater than 5. So this number would be greater than 15.50. This is how we compare. Okay, so now we will compare these numbers quickly and let us see the next things then. Okay, so the number is 35.63 and 35.67. We can easily see the whole parts are same. Coming to the decimal part, the first digit after the decimal is 6 in both the cases, which is exactly same. No conclusions yet. Now, after 6, we have the next digit is 3. And here the next digit is 7. Which one is greater? 7. So, this decimal number is going to be greater. Let us discuss about this one. It is 20.1 and it is 20.01. First of all, you are going to make the number of decimal places same. If I mention a 0 here, does it make any difference? No. Now, 20 and 20, the whole parts are same. Coming to the decimal part, it is here 1 and it is here 0. Which is greater? 1. So, this is going to be greater. The third part, we see the whole part. It is 19, it is 29. Clearly, we can see 29.36 is greater than 19.36. Yes? Clear? Moving ahead, just see, while converting lower units of money, length and weight, that means from paise to rupees if we convert, from meter to centimeter we convert, or from centimeter to meter we convert, like so from lower units of money to the higher units. So I said from like paise, which is the lower unit, to rupees, right? And when we talk of length, from meter, centimeter, which is the smaller one, to meters, weight, that means from grams to kilogram we convert. So when we do this, what do? We require to use decimal. For example, 3 paise is equal to how many rupees? How do we convert it? We know 1 rupee is equal to 100 paise, or we can say 100 paise is equal to 1 rupee, right? Now, what will be 1 paise equal to? 1 paise is 1 upon 100 rupees, students. So what about 3 paise then? 3 paise will be 3 upon 100 rupees. Now what we are doing? We are dividing 3 by 100, which can also be written as there are 2 zeros in the denominator, we have 100. So it is, can I write it as 3 into 1 upon 100? This is 100th place, right? So 3 is going to be at 100th place. After the decimal, this is the 10th place, this is the 100th place. 3 will be written here, and before that we just have to mention zeros. So 0.03 is the answer for 3 upon 100. So what we need what? Decimals here. If you have the knowledge of decimals, you can convert them to rupees, from centimeter to meters, from grams to kilograms. Okay. Okay, now also we have learned the addition and subtraction of decimals in our previous class. So let us just have a recapitulation and try to add this. How do we add the decimals, or how do we subtract the decimal numbers? Okay, we are given here 2 decimal numbers, 21.36 and 37.35. We have to add these two. Okay, students. So first of all, you should be clear about how do you write one decimal below the another decimal. First of all, you make the number of decimal places after the point, after the decimal as same. Decimal places are same. If they are not same, you add zeros and make them same. Add zeros where? At the end. Okay, not before that. That will change the value. Now, the decimal should come below each other. Like they should be in the same single line. So this decimal point is below this, as you can see. Okay, so let's add them. 6 and 5 is 11. You will take one carry here. 3 and 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. You will put the decimal at the same place after 2 digits. Now 7 plus 1 is 8 and 3 plus 2 is 5. So this is how you add decimals. Let's see one question for subtraction as well. Okay, 29.35 and 4.56. Okay, the decimal places, you see, number of decimal places is same. It is also 2 digits after the decimal, 2 digits after the decimal, and this above below this the another decimal is coming up, right, at the same place is there. So let's subtract. First of all, you will take one borrow here. What will you get here? 15. You subtract 6, what do you get? 9. Then here you are left with 2. Again, you will take one carry here, it will become 12. 12 minus 5 is 7, and here you are left with 8. Okay, 8 minus 4 is 4, and it is 2. So this decimal will be copied here. 24.79 is your answer. So this all we have done in our grade 6.